there with Toyota hanging out, and yeah, that's about it really. A bit of time in Europe, and then back here about a week ago. So yeah, not loads to report, I'm afraid.
Your team has been pretty busy in that period, winning at Texas Motor Speedway, being the most recent race winners at Texas Motor Speedway. How was practice heading off of that momentum?
Yeah, no, huge congrats to the team on Texas. I was watching it about 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK. So yeah, no, I mean, so far it's been okay. Some good track improvements, I think, from last year, which has been good. And yeah, we struggled a little bit in the first session. I think put new tyres on at the end, but just didn't get to execute a good time. So some work to do, I think, between the 2 sessions. But yeah, not too bad of a start, I suppose, in terms of what we think we can get out of the car.
And just a reminder for media, Mike Conway did race here last year with a best finish of 9th in race 2. We'll go ahead and open up for questions. John.
Hey. Mike, can you talk a bit more specifically about the changes to the track? What have they improved, and how is it reflected in how you drive the car in the lap time?
Yeah, I suppose the biggest one was as we went through turn 1, big improvement on the straight there. We're not taking off anymore, and it's really smooth now. You hardly notice that section, which is good. It feels like the curbs have changed slightly through 2 and 3. Just seems like it's more of a chicane now, whereas last year you could kind of really pound through it. I don't know if there's much of a change there, but the rest of it is not too bad. Typical kind of street track, very bumpy into 3, and then feels a bit smoother through 4, 5. That seems like they ground down some more areas through there. And yeah, pulled the curbs back in 3, I believe, or 4. And then the rest is fairly similar. Still pretty bumpy most places, but the trickiest corner still, I think, on the track is the last corner, where it's so quick. You know, you've got big kind of rise and then a dip as you go in. But it's not too bad. But yeah, it gets your attention if you get sideways through there, that's for sure.
Matt?
It seemed to suggest during the radio broadcast of practice that the team was really stressed and frustrated given the current construction of the schedule. What have you seen out of your team during the testing and leading up to this race weekend?
Well, yeah, they've had a really busy schedule, 3 test days after Texas. So yeah, they had everybody on a coach, and they kind of toured around for like a week and a half. So they're really busy, and I think the guys got a few days off. But you know, it's been a really hectic schedule this year. So, but you know, they all look fresh and rejuvenated and ready to roll this weekend.
Mary.
Mike, being that this is a street course like Detroit, we just had another doubleheader. Does your team show up with the same kind of setup, or is there changes that you make to it? Once you get to the track, you have to adjust for the individual track?
Well, I think since Long Beach, we've had quite a good base setup for the car. So we pretty much turned up to most of them with that base setup, and then we just tweak it with some things, some final adjustments that the circuits need. So, but it's fairly similar to what we rolled out with at Detroit, so and not too dissimilar to what we had at Long Beach. So, need to make a few adjustments, but nothing drastic. So, it's normally the smaller things once you're in the window.
Other questions for Mike? Mike, speaking of that action-packed schedule coming up, which is races week after week, do you feel that Ed Carpenter Racing might even have a little bit of an advantage because both you and Ed get to be a little bit fresh going into those races?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I suppose it could be some of that, but I don't know. I think all the boys are pretty fit in this paddock, so I think, you know, the more seat time, whatever the track is better anyway. So no, I think it's pretty similar.
Chris.
Mike, what do you rate your chances of having Ed Carpenter Racing sweep the Texas rounds of the championship? The last time that was done was almost a little over 30 years ago.
Yeah, I'd like to think we got a good chance to. You know, Ed got some guns and a Stetson, and you know, we got the chance to get some boots to match the outfit this weekend. So we could have a complete outfit. So I don't know, we'll see. I think everyone's pretty confident, but double headers, you know, it's always tough, and this track is, I don't know, they're long races, tough races, and hot temperatures. So yeah, we'll see.
Any last questions for Mike? Mike, good luck for practice.
Thank
this
you.
afternoon.